guys, welcome back to our channel. Today's video is going to be a little bit different if you haven't noticed. Tanaja's not with me, and that is because we are doing a new series that a lot of people have been suggesting to us about the basics of makeup. So today's video is really just going to get down on my everyday foundation routine. It's not going to be anything fancy, and we're not going to do anything crazy, but I did get a lot of requests to go ahead and show you guys just how we do every day. It's a little different from when we film, so I'm just going to stop blabbering and just get right into it. The first thing that I do, I am a skincare fanatic, so I have to at least cleanse and moisturize my skin before I even apply foundation, because if I don't, it's going to be a situation, okay? So right in front of me, you can't see it, but there's a bowl, and of course I usually do this at the sink, but I use lukewarm water. And the reason I do that is because if you use too hot or too cold, it'll actually mess up your skin and that's not what we want. So I'm just gonna wet my face a little bit. And then I'm going to use, this is my Die Hard, you guys, so do not even judge me. I'm not like other beauty gurus that use really expensive things. I've used this since I was in literally middle school, so that's what I'm gonna keep using, and it's Clean and Clear Deep Action Cream Cleanser for Sensitive Skin. That's a long title. Anyways. So we're just going to put a little bit on our hands. And that's what I mean by a little bit. I guess that's not a little bit, huh? Oh well. And I'm just going to lather up just ever so slightly. I'm going to start on my cheeks first. And then I'll put it down to my chin. And then I'll work it back up to my forehead. Now, I've mentioned this before that I have a Sahara Desert forehead. So I tend to want to get in there more. But I try not to be too abrasive, because it's going to make it even worse. Alright, so we're done with that. So now I'm just going to try my best to clean my face in this bowl. No judgments, okay? So now that I managed to get all that, I'm just going to pat dry. And I don't like to dry all the way. I'll leave a little bit of moisture on my skin. And you'll see what I'm talking about. So I'm just gonna, I'm ever so slightly touching. I'm not really trying to get in there and drag, because that's gonna make it worse. You're just gonna pat. This routine that I'm doing, I want to be very specific. I have dry skin, and I also suffer from rosacea just on my cheeks. So if you are someone like me, you can definitely give this a go. It's really inexpensive, especially if you get it on discount or if you get a coupon for it, because I know sometimes they will. This one is amazing, and I've tried other ones and I always keep coming back to this one. So if you're one of the girls like me, this is my recommendation to you. So now that we've done that, I want to really quickly get in there and moisturize, because the longer you wait after you are done cleansing to moisturize, your skin will kind of seal up. I don't want to do that, so, and I'm really struggling here to open this. Can somebody open this for me? What? How did you? You know what? We're just not gonna talk about it. Okay. So I usually use, oh god, somebody's gonna come in the comment sections. I'm just gonna spell it out. S-E-R-V-E. No, that's not even S. It's a C-E-R-A-V-E. CeraVe, I think. I use their moisturizing products, but Tanaj actually got this in her Sephora bag, I think. And it's the TATCHA Dewy Skin Cream. And this is actually formulated for dry skin. I really like the consistency in this. I was really hoping not to like it, because if y'all know, TATCHA is really expensive. But this is amazing. And again, just like my cleanser, I'm going to try to get in there with my neck too. The next step will be primer. Now I have a couple on here that I'm going to suggest, but my all-time ultimate favorite right now is going to be the Rimmel Lengthening Lasting Finish Makeup Primer. And this is supposed to do 20 million things, but I like it for my dry skin because it doesn't feel like it sucks the soul out of me before I apply my foundation. And there goes my cat. But if you want other recommendations, we also have the Smashbox Primer Water. This is amazing. I've used this a lot, clearly. And then Tanaj and I actually really like the Julep Black Canvas Mattifying Treatment Primer. Now we got this on discount, which is probably why we're trying it out. So, you know, if you want something from the drugstore. And I think this one might not be in drugstores anymore, because I haven't seen it. I think they have the purple one now that's like a mattifying. We're just going to put that on areas that I know are going to have foundation on. So now we're actually going to get into the foundation, which is what everybody's here for. And I'm going to be using this Wet n Wild PhotoFocus foundation in Golden Beige. You guys have heard me talk about this 20 million times on every single video, just about. And it's one of my favorite drugstore foundations. I'm gonna go ahead and show you. It has like it's not a doe foot applicator, but it's very similar. But it's flat, it's weird. I'm gonna be using a beauty sponge, which a lot of people call this a beauty blender. This is from TJ Maxx. If you need a good deal, go to TJ Maxx. But we're gonna wet it. So this is what it looks like now, and once you wet it, it's gonna go up in size. Okay, so this is kind of what it looks like now. So you can see that the size went up significantly, and that's kind of what we want. We want it to be as bouncy as possible once we put it on the skin. Yeah, so it's more malleable. That's how you'll know that it's ready. And when you squeeze it, there shouldn't really be water coming out. Okay, so we're just gonna go like this. And I tend to start with 3 big dots, and I'll start from this part of my face and kind of go out. All right, so another thing that I tend to do is I'll go in with my finger and just kind of try to pat it in there. And the reason I don't do this with my sponge just yet is because I've noticed that it'll take a lot of that product out if I put it on right away. But it only takes me like 30 seconds or less to do that. And then we're gonna go in with our beauty blender. And I take it on the side, I don't take it on the point just yet, so it's on the side. And I'm just kind of balancing it on. And if you notice, especially if you're a beginner, don't ever try to put your foundation and go downwards, because you're working against the natural small hairs in your face, so that's just gonna make it look a little dry and a little flaky. So you just wanna make sure you always go upwards. Kind of like you do with your skincare routine. You always wanna put things upward. And at this point, I'm gonna try to make sure that I really get that outer corner, or I'm sorry, my edges, near my forehead and near my hairline. And sometimes, I'll be honest with y'all, I don't really care. I just want my face to look good, so I will actually go into my hairline and then the other side. Now this foundation, I love it to death. I really hate the fact that they didn't have enough shades, because I really wanted Tinaj to love it too, but they just don't, unfortunately. And I hope they work on that Wet n Wild if you're hearing this. But I really like it because it's very easy to blend, and I feel like the coverage is buildable, but also there's no fragrance to it. I have people laughing in the background right now because they just realized what I meant by patting with my fingers first. If you notice on this side, you can actually still see a little bit of my rosacea, even though I put like equal amounts of foundation. So this side was where I patted with my fingers first, and then I went in with my beauty blender. This is the part where I literally just went in with my beauty blender, and you can see like how much product it absorbs. So that's why I do that. And if you notice that your skin is doing that as well, try that little tip and just go in with your foundation. But if you do dots like I do, make sure you go in with your fingers and just try to kind of press it in there first. Oh, apparently I'm saying booty blender, so I meant beauty blender. So I've only been in this country for a couple years, okay? I'm just kidding, all my life, so I should really know how to say beauty blender. But that's okay. Now the reason I concentrate so much on my cheeks, like I said, is because I have rosacea, so I want to make sure my coverage is very good on those ends. But now I'm going to go in with the rest of my face. And I don't like to do too much, just enough. Like I'm going to barely put some on my mustache because I don't want to overdo it and look cakey. And my forehead, y'all, is probably the biggest problem area I have because I have desert skin up there, and I cannot put it all the way up to like my hairline like most people do, because I literally end up looking like a ghost and then I have to go back and fix it. So I'm only gonna put a slight amount, and I'll kind of put that on my temples, and then I'll put it like right here in the middle where you see a lot of YouTubers, they'll highlight this general area, and I'm gonna put a little bit on my nose. So now we're just gonna go with the beauty blender, and at this point I am gonna use more of this point than I am the side, just because it's a little bit of a smaller area, and I want to make sure I can really control where that product is going to go. And I also feel really weird whenever I'm doing my foundation in my eyes. I can still see like the redness and stuff. I feel really weird about that. I don't know why, but it just really bugs me. So I have to put at least a little bit of coverage on there. I don't really try to put a lot underneath my eyes. Like I'll put some, not too much, because I don't want too much product on there, because I'm going to go in there with concealer, and I'm going to go in with 2 concealers, so I don't want it to look too cakey, but I'll do just enough. Alright guys, so that is pretty much the end of my everyday routine for foundation, specifically with liquid foundation. I'm going to go ahead and go off camera, do the rest of my face, and then we'll come back and just chat a little bit, okay? 1, 2, 3. Alright, so I pretty much have done the rest of my face, just done like the blush, the highlighter, the mascara, everything else. I really hope you guys enjoyed this first part of our series. We will be doing different videos on the basics of just our makeup routine. But I did want to say that TATCHA's part is coming up soon, so just make sure you tune in for her part as well. I hope you liked this video. If you did, just make sure you go ahead and like, as always, and always subscribe if you haven't done so already, so you can join the Rimmel family. And also hit that notification button, that way you'll be aware of all future videos that we're going to come out with. We also ask that you please follow us on our social media. Our favorite one right now is going to be Instagram, so it's at Rimmel, that's RUMORMEAL. And we also have our lookbook that's coming up soon. I know we say that in like every video, but it is coming up soon. We're just trying to make sure we get it perfect for you guys, and that's going to be itsrimmel.com. But like always, thank you guys so much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed me, because I enjoyed you, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye!